Hello traders, is my audio video clear? Can you hear me? Just let me know. VLS, Isikimuttu, Avignaraj. Good evening everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Srinivasa, good evening. Alright. Now recently I was just looking at BTC and what we can notice is the range of BTC has become higher and higher, but it has given a breakout, right? So usually if the range is like this, if the range of the market is like this, if it gives a breakout, based on that expectation is market will fail, okay, because this is wrong side breakout after liquidation attracting people and correcting, okay. But in this case, if you see, the range is becoming wider, it's moving like this, okay, it's moving like this. So that means at the higher level the buyers are trying to enter the market, okay. So I hope things are clear. This move is somewhat similar to that, range is becoming bigger. Now this zone, what you see, market has given a breakdown, okay. After this breakdown, next supporting zone in the market is this. Now we need to try to analyze, look into all the charts and try to see if the sellers who enter the market, who push the market towards the downside, are they strong or not. If they're strong, let's say market give a breakdown here, from here they might try to, if the buyers enter the market or if market is doing stop loss hunting towards the upside, from this zone, near this retest zone or after trapping people here, this market has to continue the downtrend. This I'm saying if these sellers are strong. If these sellers are weak and by chance market moves up above this zone, then buyers are still holding the market. This was just to remove weak players. From here, continuation possibility is there. So with that logic, we'll be looking at the market. There are certain levels which we can mark on the chart and keep. For example, this zone, okay, and this zone. These are the two zones where if breakdown happens, market reverses, shows continuation, then bearish setup is possible. If this breakdown fails, reversal possibility is there. Now by chance market moves up, this is the zone where we can expect momentum towards the downside if these sellers are strong. If this seller is weak, then market, it might correct from the zone and move towards the upside. So as of now, it is an indecision zone is what conclusion we can come, okay. This is on a 15 minutes time frame. This is what I have understood. So let us switch to lower time frame. Same levels will be valid. We'll see how market reacts at these upper and lower zones. If you are interested, we can plan for the trade according to that, okay. Market is staying below this trend line. If it's staying, okay, we'll just wait. Amarnath sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Those of you who's watching the live stream, support the channel. If you have understood the logic, why I marked this upper zone, this lower zone, and the concept of price action, what I explained, if you have understood, then let me know by liking the video. It will let me also know that you guys have understood the concept. Okay. As of now, we'll go by a view saying that this is the buyer zone and this is a seller zone. Okay. The zones will change later, things like that can happen. We'll see at what level market near this buying zone or selling zone, we will see how market reacts. Okay. if BTC, if it corrects, moves towards the downside, then it has chance of going up to 1,05,000 also. Dow Jones around slight positive, S&P 500 flat. Still we need to get the data. Nasdaq also we need to get the data. All the index is kind of slightly positive right now, the opening we have got. So we will try to decide what kind of direction market can go. This trend line is acting as resistance, the small trend line, but this trend line has less importance. So only thing is, as long as market is staying below this line, better to avoid any bullish trade in the market. If it moves up from this upper zone, we'll be looking for bearish, or if slowly market corrects, then we'll be looking for bullish trade. So that is one attempt we will be doing in the market. As of now, there's just an indecision area. Here the support also is there. Market is holding on to that. We'll not decide anything as of now. We'll leave the setup as it is. We'll look into other index, how it is performing, and then we will get back. The support zone market has tested many times. Let me discuss about other index as well. Now gold, if you see, there has been a continuous fall in gold, but this zone, what you see here, this is buyer pressure zone. Okay, in the past also you can see buyers put pressure here. So this is buyer pressure zone. So if market is holding on to this zone, it is better that looking at this move, no need to look for any bearish trade. Let market in the future show continuation, then you can look into it. Okay. Upper zone for market, let's say the seller zone is this area. Yeah, this zone. Okay, market is near the buyer zone. If it gives a breakdown of this level and then quickly it starts reversing, one bullish trade we can try, but if it fails, then bearish sell on rise when it goes below the zone you can try. So please keep that in mind. Ethereum, this zone is an important seller pressure zone. Okay. And for Ethereum, the buyer zone is too far. Buyer zone is somewhere here. Somewhere below this previous supporting area, I feel. This breakdown is there, no? Below this breakdown only, next buyer zone is there in the market. Okay. So all these levels, if you mark and keep on your chart, it will be useful for you in the future. All right. That's why even for gold, everything I'm discussing. Unsettling truth. Welcome to the live stream. SNK sir, good evening. Mercy Robin, good evening. Varadarajan, welcome to the live stream. Give me a second, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second, traders, there is an urgent this one I have to look into. As of now, market is just holding on to this range, right? So we'll look into this. This level market is taking support. Let it go, whatever it is. From this upper level, I will see the support continuously. Market is there's something urgent I have to look into. Sorry for that. All right. Market is trying to break this level, but I'm not interested in bullish trade. Let me wait for some time. Here, how much reversal market has done. Recent swing near 786 level, it's facing rejection. Ethereum is near an supporting zone. It's already come so much lower. Then buyer zone is too far, like I said. We'll look into it. We'll get back. What is happening with the global market? Everything is slightly neutral itself. No big change. Dow Jones, I don't look into that much. S&P 500, Nasdaq is flat. That's okay. And here, let's say I go to, I said buying pressure zone in gold. So as long as market is holding this zone, do not look for any bullish trade. Is my bearish trade is my opinion. Okay, one attempt you can try here. If it breaks down, reversal you can try. Only if downside continuation it does, think about bearish, not right now. Okay. Amartya Raj, good evening. There's good selling pressure here. Will the market come up to the buyer zone? I think we can wait and watch a little. It's staying below this level as of now. US market is not giving too much clarity. Ethereum also is just holding on. This wick only is close to what? 200 to 80 points. Let's say if I'm taking a bearish trade, stop loss here, target up to 1:2 is sitting. This kind of range is creating confusion. Traders, market is trading below this zone. My expectation was if market moves to the seller zone, any weak traders who took bearish trade, they would be trapped. After hunting their stop loss, market can correct towards the downside. But here only it is forming wick and creating some confusion. So here if it breaks this zone, lower zone, this people who took support, considering this area as support who's entered, market can move down, trap them, give a breakdown here, give a breakdown here, attract people, again a pullback, this much correction, and then momentum towards the downside. So much thing can happen if market goes below this zone. I've not taken any entry as of now. Just this is the more safer zone where I feel I can plan my entry. So I'll just leave it as it is. Again, it's trying to break this level. US market is kind of okay. It's holding on. I'll go look at S&P 500, Nasdaq, all of those things, how it's performing. Based on that, any decision I can take. Yeah, this is red 135 points. It's very tempting to take bearish trade, even though there is a support here, because I feel there is a possibility of continuation. I'll place an order. Okay, I've sold. No very big stop loss and all. I will not give. Small stop loss for this trade. On 22 points. It's the entry zone. So I have taken entry. Stop loss is little above this green candle wick, and this area will be my target 1:2. Those who consider yourself as safe trader, please wait. The seller zone is there you will have an opportunity. If market comes to the buyer zone, there also you will have one opportunity. Okay, here if market wants to trap people who's entered at the support, quickly it has to move, but again it is holding on to this range, so we will see how it goes. Now you guys know what I said about the buyer zone. Okay, market is giving a nice moment. This is not small also. Close to 14-15 pips is very good in gold. BTC is moving towards the downside, but as long as it breaks the zone, shows continuation, less confidence is there. Okay. Dow Jones resistance. S&P 500 yesterday whole day it has corrected, so maybe after some time it can start moving up. Along with that, even if BTC achieves this target, this 5 minutes time frame chart, I'll switch to 3 minutes. Still market is at the support zone only. No big change. Nasdaq is kind of opened with a gap up, red candle selling. The next candle is trying to form a wick. If Nasdaq shows little confusion, it will create pressure here also. You can see that here. Nasdaq at what level it has opened? It has opened at the upper level. There's no other stop loss hunting level. So in case, if you look at 3 minutes time frame, you will get to know. Let's see, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, you can see it's trying to form a wick here. But since there's no other stop loss hunting, even if it moves up, if it corrects, at least fill this gap. That will create more better negative sentiment for BTC also, and it will be helpful for us. How many of you have entered the trade along with me? Let me know. Sir, I have a doubt. I wanted to join your premium membership. Can I do naked option selling instead of buying in Nifty? So is it okay? You can do, but naked option selling is risky, right? Anytime market spike will happen, so you have to sell deep in the money, deep out of the deep in the money call option and put option. If you do that, that's good. If you have the capital for that, that's good. Okay, the moment is happening. The zone and all is acting as a supporting zone for the market. If market breaks the zone, next it will come to our buyer zone. Here if it gives a breakdown, then reversal possibility is something we can try. Not sure how it will go. As of now, just reduce the stop loss and go trail it. Sir, private group offer for new member. Monday I will ask the team to create some coupon code. Anyways, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. So we'll look into Monday. You can join fresh also. How many people entered this trade along with me? Are you holding the trade? Yes or no? Movement is kind of okay, around 300 points. Anyone that crypto community group, you have sent WhatsApp message. If we have not replied, give time till today 10 o'clock. Today we will finish everything. Okay. This zone is previous supporting zone. Okay. So if market holds on to the zone, gives a pullback, later corrects, it will be a problem. I will just leave this trade as it is. I'm not going to make any changes. If it moves up also, nothing can be done. I'm reducing the stop loss. Expectation is it will at least come to the buyer's zone and maybe later it can decide to move up or down. Ranjit Kulai. Hello sir, welcome to the live stream. Almost there near the target zone. Buyers putting pressure. Here risk reward is 1:3.5, but if you see based on this, I think 1:2 is already achieved from where we have taken the entry. Whatever we get here is sometimes we have to go for 1:3, 1:4 because this movement is not that much, right? 1:2, let's say I take I'm able to capture 500 points movement, 600 points movement, that is good. But even if it is 1:3, I mean during 1:2 itself, at this zone only, instead of 370, if I get around 650, 700 points, 1:2 risk reward would be great. But here it is less, just 375. So waiting for 1:3.5, 1:4 is better is what I feel. But buyer zone, my expectation is market will come up to this zone. If it comes, I will book it. Option selling strategy will be provided only when I am seeing very good success in that strategy. For a time being, it was giving good success rate because of volatile market it's not giving success rate. So only when it is working I will share. And one more video also I have to do, at what days you should not be trading and doing option selling. Okay, all those things, it's in the pipeline. I will do it. Market is as of now given 1:2. Our expectation is at least 500 points. We'll wait for that. I'll turn off the screen. For me, it's kind of a bit irritating. I'm just holding. Who wants to book here? You can book. If this is the support, people are entering here, it might be an issue. But my stop loss is here. Stop loss is very small. Target is at least reasonable, 400-500 points. I'll wait for that. Okay. Let me go and check other index also, how it's performing. Good that Nasdaq corrected. What to do with? I think other indexes are getting ready for reversal. Okay, that means our trade also we have to be a bit ready. I'm looking at other index. It is trying to, it's looking like they're getting prepared for pullback. Why I say this, let me show. See, before that, who wants to exit here, you can exit. Okay, I'm just leaving the trade as it is. Now maybe I will reduce the stop loss a bit. Okay, I've reduced the stop loss. I'm going to leave this trade as it is. If you want to exit, you exit here. Just 60 points is the stop loss I have kept. Let me show you here in Nasdaq. This was my expectation. Hopefully it breaks. It broke. Good. Now this zone and all is acting as supporting zone. Okay, sometimes what will happen is market might not come to the supporting zone. Before reaching this only it will recover. So that is one case in Nasdaq I can see. And in Dow Jones, market has opened with bullishness. People might expect it might come to day's low, but at this zone there is a chance of reversal. I'm saying there is a chance. Okay, so and S&P 500 also, if it doesn't sustain this zone, okay, this exact zone, if it goes above 6,120, 130, then it will continue to move towards the upside. All of these things are saying, okay, market is getting ready for pullback. So if you want at this zone, you want to book, you book. Or we will wait for this zone, and near the buying zone, little more confidence will get on entering a bullish trade. So we will wait for that. Raj, hello, welcome to the live stream. US market is getting kind of prepared, traders. Like I said, I've already told who wants to exit at 1:2, you can exit. My plan is to exit near the buyer's zone itself. Let's see if market will give me target, or like I said, from here there's a chance of reversal that will happen. Around 42 people watching the live stream, only 24 likes. At least views is less. At least make views and likes equal at least. I'm trying my best. I came out, sir. Okay, sir, no problem. Parthiban, sir, welcome to the live stream. This level breakdown, anyone who we entered at the upper level, so we are okay. This breakdown, anyone who entered, if market wants to trap them, it has to trap maximum by this zone. If that happens, fine, or else I'll give the stop loss and close. Here, who wants to exit, that I have informed. Who's holding along with me, that's fine, because points is only 60 points risk. For that, reward is 500 points. So that's a sensible trade for me. Let me look at other index also and come back. I don't know why I feel BTC has chance of moving up to 1,05,000 range. At least within next 24 hours, that possibility is there, is what I feel. But based on that, I cannot take any risk at this point of time. See, what is the problem? I'll tell you. S&P 500, I said, right, this zone. Either it has to reverse from this zone. If it doesn't reverse, then it is a problem. So S&P 500 is holding on. After giving breakdown, it's trapping people and moving up. Next, Dow Jones, you see, this is the demand zone. As long as Dow Jones is staying within this zone, difficult. Okay, if it moves down, fine. But if it's holding on to the zone, correcting, reversing, trend line breakout, all those things will create problem for us. And Nasdaq, okay, it's coming down. Like I said, this is the support. Before reaching the support, in case market gives breakdown, it will attract more people to enter bearish trade. Whoever enter bearish trade, they might think about booking their profit here, or if market gives a breakdown, they will think about entering here. To trap them, it can reverse from this zone or this zone. There's two possibilities there. So all of this is creating pressure for my setup also. Now before this moment only, I have told market is kind of looking bullish. In US market, they might try to hold. We'll see what happens. This zone is important. If market corrects from here also, might move up. That possibility is there. See, if it had cleared the buyer zone on top, seller zone, if it had finished that stop loss hunting, and if it had reversed, that would have been very, very good for us to take entries. Because the seller pressure zone, if market is holding, we can look for bearish. Yesterday, I think you guys saw during the live itself. Now 50-50 chance it's becoming. All the global index, the zone, this is holding, this is given a breakout. This breakout failure also, again, it will tend to hold on. Ethereum is trying to form bullish setup. If it gives a breakout, no need to enter, retest, and then if it breaks the high, then these all levels will be the target up to 2460, 470. Up to that zone it can go. So here also it's getting prepared for a bullish price action pattern. Maybe you can consider these areas as channel support. If it breaks, shows continuation, then we can focus on bullish. Now this setup chance has become 50-50. It's gone to cost. From here it is showing some bearishness. If it goes above that, we'll think about exiting. Even though this is a pressure zone, still I will say chance of this one happening is 50-50. If it corrects here, again it can tend to move up. We'll look into it. For me, the risk for this trade is very less. $6, return is $50. Cost to cost. It has little more space also to move up. Now for me, belief about the setup is 50-50. Okay. The zone I had asked 1:2 risk reward is given. You want to exit, you exit. I did not exit because I want proper risk reward. This is the final zone. If it goes above this, I will exit. If it by chance continues towards the downside, I'll book the profit. Okay. After this, next zone where I have to wait is the upper level. Here, this VIX, what you see, for this to continue, chance is just 50%. Okay. It will kind of move up. That's what I feel. Both all in one bundle, confidence, and with that confidence, you bought the course. Within one day, you got confidence and you started trading. What I can say, you see this logic today morning. Today morning, what is the logic here? What time market opened? Okay. We'll mark this levels and see. Today might be a roller coaster ride expiry. 53,000 call option. Have a look at that. Nifty is holding as long as day's low break. Keep view bullish to neutral. Did market break the day's low here? No, right? It gave a nice momentum. So here there was opportunity towards the upside. How much points is this? After me giving the update, close to 130 points. Okay. From this upper zone, I said 25,000 market chances of reaching 25,000 is less. From here, there can be a reversal. Okay. Where did I say this? I will show that to you. What is this logic? This is 24,440, 25,440. From here, market will reverse. This area, or from this area, Bank Nifty will reverse. What happened in the market? From this area, Bank Nifty, from this zone only it reversed, but we had taken trade in Nifty. Very good movement towards the downside. From this zone, market moved up, right? If market moved up, fine. Free Telegram group only, you see. What have I told at this zone? No fresh bearish trade as long as market goes below the zone. Did market go below this zone to take fresh bearish trade? No. Continuous movement. At this zone, I stopped looking at the market. After that, it moved up, it moved down. That doesn't matter. Until when I looked, I have given the logic. Here also, this zone where market is correcting. Let me see. Where is it? I'll show you that also. Here market can correct a bit. When market corrected, that is when I gave this update. Traders, after this, I will not be looking at the market. Bank Nifty near resistance zone, Nifty is at seller pressure zone. I don't want to take too much pressure when direction is not clear. I've told direction is not clear, so I'll protect my profits. I protected my profits. After this, I did not look into the market itself. So if you are overconfident, there has to be a reason for you to be overconfident. I'm not saying whatever I say in the market will happen. No. Your risk management is the key. For me, in this trade, when I told you guys to exit here, why am I holding? Because for me, risk is managed. Already I placed the stop loss. I've already placed the target. If target is achieved, we will capture. If not, very, very small stop loss, 59 points against that 500 points. If I'm getting, why should I leave that? That is how I will look at the market. If you take, for me, let's say in a day, if I'm making 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh loss, it will hurt me. So I'll keep my risk under 1 lakh itself. Okay. It can be 50,000, 60,000, 40,000, doesn't matter. Okay. And I know if I'm taking 40,000 rupees risk, I need at least 80,000, 90,000, 1 lakh. Right. So that is what it is. And series of, let's say 30 days, I follow my rules setup. The setup has to give me confidence. Based on that, I will enter, and I'm not competing with the market. Traders, this zone, be very careful. Now what we will do is, again, if market has to break, it has to break from here only, or else from this zone, if it recovers, we'll see bigger loss. Bigger loss, no, the same loss only. But what you will do is, that loss also we will reduce. Okay. So now this became a risk-free trade. I feel that from here it can bounce. That's why $3 or $45, $50. So if you are making loss in the market, you have to see what is going on. Are you taking more lots than your capacity? All those things you have to factor in. Okay. Without factoring in your risk taking capability, if you take trades, what can be said? Let's say you have taken a setup and your target is, let's say, 100 points. Okay. In Nifty, I'm saying when market is giving 30 points, 40 points only, you exit. And for this trade, let's say your risk is close to 25, 30 points. When it comes to 30 points also, you're holding, thinking it is going to reverse, means whose mistake? Now here also I have told this is the zone from where market can tend to move towards the upside. So I'll reduce my risk even more. From here, if it continues, fine. Or else I'll give that small stop loss and close. So from my end, I'm not thinking about how much profit I'll be able to make and all those things. Am I making loss? Will the loss what I make today, is it going to affect me or not? Like that I'm thinking. Now, if this trade becomes loss also, I have no effect. It has no effect on me because this is a risk-free trade. Already entry was here, stop loss, I've got it here. Okay, little here. Okay, so nothing to worry about in this trade. That's why I keep saying, okay, 1:2 risk reward is you have got. You want to exit, means you can exit. Go to this live stream and see where I have told. All the global market one by one again I have to see, because that time when I said, all right. Now guys, you see here, you just compare what I said with the market move. Okay. Nasdaq, what did I say? It will come here from this zone. It will make people think, okay, we are going to correct. From here, if it reverses, it will affect BTC setup. that I said. S&P 500, what I said, the zone, it has to correct. If it doesn't correct, it will affect BTC setup. Now it gave a breakout, it attracted people, it corrected here, it is holding on to this range. Again, if it breaks out, again it will affect BTC setup. Dow Jones, this was the zone where I said market might tend to move up. Dow Jones gave a breakdown, but I've told you Dow Jones, and I usually will not look into that much. Most important thing for me is S&P 500 and Nasdaq. Okay, about gold, what did I say? There is a buyer pressure zone here. From here market can tend to move up. It has given movement, it has corrected. Later, let's say it gave a breakdown here, one more pullback means possibility is there, one more pullback here, possibility is there. From here only if it continues, that is when sell on rise situation we will have in this one, gold. And in this trade, what did I say? This is the zone. From here there is a chance of market reversal. So most of the thing, if when I'm being on looking at the market from 10 years price action, to a certain extent I can I'm able to guess the market to a certain extent, but I will not say everything which I guess will be right. But when things happen, we can capture very good moment. That belief I have. With that belief only I go as per the trade. Okay, my stop loss taken. So at this zone we did not book any loss because we trailed the stop loss. So this setup is done. Based on this setup, what did I say? This is the zone. US market is showing some recovery. If you want to exit, you exit. Okay, who did not exit? One attempt was here. This correction came, but I said even if this correction comes, this is an important zone. From here market can tend to reverse. That was all happened, and based on that only stop loss what was there, I got it even lower. All of these things from my end I have done. It depends on how you made use of the updates and things that I share. Now should I be taking a bullish trade? I'm not interested in that right now. The proper we'll look at other market in case they are in sync. If they are able to correct, along with that even I'll be looking at it. Nasdaq movement is a bit strong. Let's see. It has too much. Nasdaq is where Nasdaq is at indecision zone. If it gives a breakout also, sustenance is very low. So again bearishness can happen in the market. We'll look into it. If I get fine. 618 level rejection. Bearishness, like I said, it can come, okay, but within next 2 hours, 1 hour, or after I close the live stream, it's going to come. That's a question. If it comes before that only, I'll be looking for any opportunity. Look at Ethereum. It is almost near this trend line rejection. Okay, this trend line is acting as reversal area, and this is the supporting zone. It's come up to this zone. I believe I've said about Ethereum what I said. If it moves up, retest, shows continuation, this is a bullish setup. That time you can focus on bullishness, not at this point of time. Staying below this zone, so no bullish trade at this point of time. Later it can spike. So if you're having bullish trade view, wait for some more time. Now market is between the seller zone and buyer zone. Where will it move next? That is what we have to try to identify now. For that, we can take help of the US market. There also, if there is confusion, then I have to wait for a little longer and then decide my entry. Yeah, Praveen sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Account open last week. Please provide free course. Sure, I will give you today night after this live stream. We'll be working on that messages itself. We will reply to all the messages. Okay, stay tuned. Those who are interested in free crypto course, you can open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment of this video. Open the account, send a message to us. You'll be getting link to this WhatsApp group. There's a free group. Everything I share here is absolutely free of cost. Okay, so if you're interested, you can check it out. Okay, pinned comment, you have the link. Market is trying to form W pattern here. This W pattern sustenance, if it happens, it can go up to seller zone. The range of it movement is around 550 points, and if market gives a breakout at the seller zone, it can correct. So this is the logic, this is the view I'm having, but this zone I'm not able to guess. Is it going to come to buyer zone and reverse, or is it going to go to the seller zone? Indecision, if it is there, better to wait. Other index also is not giving me any kind of signal. Only Dow Jones is holding, that I'm not going to consider. S&P 500 continuous movement. Let's see 30 minutes time frame. Personal spending, personal core PC, inflation. What we will do, we'll go for 15 minutes. In 15 minutes also, what market is doing is indecision. This was a strong candle followed by a green candle which has corrected 50-60% of this. This upper zone will mark and keep 107,135. If it goes above that, maybe we will look into bullish, or we will keep quiet, staying below that zone. Any index is giving any kind of signal I'm looking at. No index is giving proper signal. No signal means no entry. I feel in S&P 500, Nasdaq, one more upside movement is pending. It's as of now at 0.5, 0.5, both the index. Little more upside movement possibility is there. So along with that, if BTC goes to the, based on the sentiment, if it goes, then bullishness can happen. Seller pressure zone later we can look into. Seeing my many benefits of joining your private channel. how to connect and compliment you over WhatsApp. You can see the WhatsApp message number displaying on the screen. You can look into that. There you can send out feedback message, whatever you want. I have opened account with Delta Exchange with a referral. How can I get access to the free course? On the screen you are seeing one WhatsApp number, right? 9632751222. Send WhatsApp message to that number. Okay, we'll look into it. All the index. Please see S&P 500 here. I'll switch to, let's say, 1 minute time frame. In 1 minute time frame, S&P 500, this is the range. Breakout market gave, but still it's holding. Okay, based on this, what can happen is one more movement towards the upside is possible. That is one problem here. That's why S&P 500 is doing like that. Dow Jones, there is a trend line which is acting as a resistance. Market has formed a cup here. If it forms a handle, then gives a breakout, then again upside movement. Upside movement cannot be throughout the day. Okay, that I can say. Here BTC is giving a kind of breakout. Sustenance is the problem. Maximum how much risk we can take for this trade. 220. If it is 220, at least up to 180 points we can take risk. That means if market is sustaining, risk reward will not set properly here. We'll see if risk reward is setting properly here. Then we'll try one setup. S&P 500 going for wrong side breakout. Dow Jones is trying to form cup and handle pattern. Okay. Traders, what I will do is I'm going to take a bullish trade. I'm placing the order. And my stop loss is going to be very, very small for this trade. Movement is started. So here, if it continues, let it give me a good moment. If not, I will book the loss and close. Copy price, paste the stop loss target. First trade, no profit, no loss. Whoever booked at the middle, good for them. Many times this level market has tested. If it goes to the selling pressure zone, good for us. Whoever wants to enter, you can enter. I have entered already. Placing the stop loss here. This is a strong candle. Let me leave it as it is. Nandisha, hello, welcome to the live stream. Those of you watching the live stream, I hope you have understood why I have taken this trade. BTC was respecting this zone for quite some time. Some time back I had marked this zone, 15 minutes red candle level. Okay. market has, based on that, if the high of that red candle, if it breaks, then we will look into that I had discussed. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I said Dow Jones is forming a bullish pattern. S&P 500 is also trying to give a wrong side breakout. All of these things can put pressure in BTC and it can move towards the upside. That's my expectation. Based on that, I have taken the entry. This is the setup. So now it's up to the market to either give me profit or this one. Give me a second, traders. I'm getting a phone call. So traders, we have got the moment. So no point in keeping risk so much, right? We will reduce the risk. We'll switch to 1 minute time frame. Okay. Upper level, this breakout. People might think about entering this and all, but I feel it will move off up. So what we can do is trail the stop loss and go if you need. Almost target market is reaching. Get your stop loss to this zone. Trail your target. Target can be trail or not, we have to see. I'll trail the target little more. I'll get my stop loss little higher. So that trailing stop loss I can give, or else maximum movement what is there I can capture. Market is coming to seller pressure zone. Note that, okay? Target is achieved here, but additional movement if I get, I'm extending the target. Along with that, I'm trying to extend my trailing stop loss level also. Okay. This is the seller pressure zone. What to do? I'll extend this. Stop loss is below this candle itself. Target done. Who wants to book, you can book. This is the seller zone. Will it hold on, or if it shows continuation, next it can go up to this zone, I'm thinking. We'll see, traders, what happens. The stop loss, let's not change. Seller zone is the problem. Target done. Okay, whoever wants to exit, please exit. Little bit, if I hold additional movement, if I get here, cool. Not necessary, everyone has to hold. Seller zone, traders, seller zone. Target exactly near seller zone. So hopefully little above, if it goes 50% chance. But if stop loss is here, what is the problem in holding? Continuation possibility. Okay, cool. Give a closing soon, please. As when it is at selling pressure zone, it is kind of worrying itself. Tell me what happened to your trade. Mine selling pressure zone. Okay. I think my trailing stop loss hit. We are done. I informed at selling zone who wants to exit. Now one more thing, what did I tell you? Wrong side breakout, outside movement is pending, that movement is come. Now if entire market, everything is correcting, okay, then market has potential of moving towards the downside. This is forming cup and handle, but let's not decide anything, because this retest also it can go. I'll keep my view neutral. The setup we have cleared, we have captured the moment, that's done. Any further update, any setup is interesting, I will share that in the crypto community group today. If you're interested, you can join the group. Okay, more than 1 hour live stream is done. I think you guys learned something new today, and even though it is selling a pressure zone, be a bit careful. If market shows lower high, lower low, then you look for bearish trade. Okay, not right now, because there is a chance of market reaching this zone. If your stop loss is not yet hit, place your stop loss below this candle. Try to see if you can capture the moment. You want to book means you book. Alright traders, I hope you will got little further. It will go little further. That's what even I'm thinking. Little below this candle only I kept. So anyways, was holding on, hold it up to this zone. You see here, this area was support. Market broke the support, so it's going for retest. But retest, if it continues, good. Now what I will do, if I was there in the trade, I'll get my stop loss here, this candle. So like that, already target done. We'll keep trailing and going, whoever's interested. Okay, so what is the optimum size lot in BTC? It depends on your capacity, sir. If you want to start with 50 lot, start for 1 month. If you're comfortable, then go for 100 lots, then 200, 300, like that. Slowly you can increase month on month and go. Okay. Sing, done, hooray, okay. Whoever entered with me, how was the trade? How much did you capture? First trade, cost to cost here, right? First trade here, who wanted to exit, if they would have exited, good, they would have made good profit. Second, I said again buyers can enter here. I did not enter. I waited for the zone, 15 minutes breakout. US market index, everything was saying that there is a potential of upside move. Nasdaq, S&P 500, everything, it was here. And I said if market gives a wrong side breakout, that momentum will help our trade. So all of these things we have factored in only, and we have taken this trade. Now it's moved little higher. In case if market has hit your trailing stop loss, patiently wait for the next setup. Okay, nothing else to say in the current market condition. Maybe later any interesting setup we will get. If that is there, I will share that with you. Okay, thank you everyone for participating in the live stream. I hope you learned something new today. In case you're making use of the content, support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, leave a comment, how much of a profit, whatever it is, let us know. Keep the interaction, right? If there is more interaction, I can stay live even for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. If there is no interaction, it is difficult. See traders, this is the seller pressure zone. If continuation is not happening, market is coming from this zone, means previously you can see sellers push the market here. So as long as this movement happens, do not look for any bullish trade, look for bearish trade itself. Okay, this is my perspective, and any other update I will let you know. Thank you for participating. Good night, take care, bye bye.